How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Great Ace Attorney Adventures. So, last time, we finally finished off the investigation, and we are now going to begin our final trial.
Of the century. Of actually the franchise.
Our final trial for Novel House. Not really.
We're canceling the channel.
When I awoke the following morning, Susato-san was already gone. Thank Christ! Outside the window, the rain came down in sheets. And so began an even longer day than the last. One that I would remember for the rest of my days. Yeah, this day was already really freaking long.
So I started laughing hysterically.
Oh, you're here.
Oh, hello.
17th April, 9:32 a.m. The Old Bailey defendants, antechamber. Suck my balls.
Peter, you best be laying down.
Good morning, Gina. You have some nerve. I'm determined to prove your innocence today. I'm sure we could do it.
Eat a brick. So where's your friend then?
She abandoned you. Sorry?
You know, in a fancy dress. Susato, or however you say it, I don't know. Susato.
Miss Tomato had to leave early this morning. She was already gone by the time I woke up.
That's fucking funny. You alright for a bit? You alright with that, are you? Forget about me if you like. Go and see her off.
It's fine.
No,
It's not as though
leave.
Miss Susato and I won't meet again.
Fucking go.
One day.
Even so.
But you, Gina, you're screwed. You only have one chance.
Damn.
This trial today is all we have. Good morning, you too. It's probably Iris. With the
I have a cat. How are you feeling, Jenny? Did you manage to sleep? Probably not.
Meow.
Iris, what are you doing here?
More like, what are you doing here? Get the fuck out. What do you mean? When a friend is in need, we show our support. Isn't that right, Woggy?
No.
Fine, be that way, you fucking bitch. No, Woggy!
Great way to show your support, kitty. Should punt it.
Let him have a nose around. What I'm gonna do.
Oh, that reminds me. I bought a paper on the way here. Now, would you like the good news or the bad news? What do you say, Runo? Ginny?
Oh, well, I think I'd rather get the bad news out of the way first.
Nah, always take the good news first. You might not live day the bad.
Yes, that question always gives away people's personalities.
Let's not go there.
Alright then, I'll give you the bad news first.
Susato is dead.
You are being tried for murder. A record amount of rain
Maybe
has
the first
fallen
time.
this morning, and the carriages all over the capital are struggling to move.
Huh? The bad news was a weather report?
So
Get
I
over
hope
it.
that So I hope that Susie made her train to Dover. Made her train to Dover and that the train isn't delayed on the way to the port.
Gosh, yes. Actually, I hope she goes right through so she doesn't come back.
Yeah, same. Alright then, so what's the good news?
There is none. Well, the rain is forecast to subside this afternoon. So even if the train is delayed, it should be able to make up the fucking time later.
Wow.
Well, that is good news, isn't it?
Sure.
No. I couldn't give a monkeys, really.
If only all
monkey's
good
ass.
news canceled out the bad.
And look, this this trial has been making the headlines too. Saved that one. Pawnbroker perishes in pick-purse plunderer.
Wow.
Plunder.
Nice
Just plunder.
alliteration.
See? You see it? How do you like that? Well, let them say what they want. See if I care.
I can't because you're covering your face.
Don't worry, Runo will show everyone that this headline is nonsense.
I will.
Yeah, you will.
I will?
And then, in tomorrow's papers, the headline will be... Discharged driver is dauntlessly do-gooder.
Dauntlessly.
What is dauntless do-good? Yeah. Isn't that right, Runo? You got that?
Yes, let's hope so.
Of course they will. I have absolute faith in you.
At least someone does.
How was that? I was trying to sound like Susie. Did it work? Did it?
No, because Susie's not that nice.
You're right.
It's like she was still here. Still
Today's
here
paper
now.
has been fucking torn and thrown in the trash.
Good luck then, Runo. I'll do what I can.
Huh?
Obviously, I don't know the law like Susie does, but still,
I don't like the law.
I hate the law.
Okay.
I have a gun though. I'll be by your side the whole time, giving you moral support and encouragement.
I'm not sure that big thing is as comforting as you think it is, to be honest. But, thank you, Iris. That's very kind of you.
Looks like a tuba. No, it does not, but still. Oh yeah, Iris.
Yes, Ginny?
Well, I was wondering, is all about Sholmes. They fucking kill him? I hope he did. Did they fix him up all right?
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh, cool.
Why would you ask that? Yes, the operation was a great success,
You don't look like...
but Hurley still hasn't come around yet.
Coma.
No, I think he just doesn't like you. Eh?
I've asked a friend of mine at Scotland Yard to send a telegram as soon as he wakes up.
Sure, Gregson will let us know the moment there's news. Dude is awake. He literally talked to Susato.
Right? He really said to Gregson, don't tell anyone I'm awake.
Don't let them know I'm here.
Oh, right.
No Susato-san, no Mr. Sholmes. I'm dead. It's all down to me today, to prove that Gina is innocent of this crime. Gina Lestrade, counsel for the defense. The trial's about to begin, so get your ass in here.
Tickle my balls.
Please make your way into the courtroom. There's a party going on.
Oh, a party? It's time then.
Yes, let's go, Gina. Iris.
Lead the way, Bruno.
Can't wait to get no help.
Literally none.
Poor
Sweet.
Gina. She's trying to put on a brave face, but I can tell she's worried and scared. And she's a bitch. I had to believe in her from start to finish. That's the weapon that will secure a victory here. I don't know if that's how that works. Hello.
My boy.
If I learned anything from my great friend, it's that. He's my boyfriend.
My guy pal. My best boyfriend.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the trial.
What is
It's
up,
me, Ryunosuke
17th
Naruhodo.
April, 10 a.m., the Old Bailey courtroom. Fuck yeah.
Oh, we got to see our
Oh,
freaking
shit.
jurors. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session.
It's been a while since we've been back in here.
Yeah, it definitely has been a while.
Yeah.
The trial shall determine the guilt of... Or,
Wow. I'm the judge now.
I'm stepping
You're
down.
all guilty.
are you guilty or
Gina
innocent?
is the ruler.
I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and the defense to declare their willingness to proceed. Yes. Yes. The prosecution is ready. The defense is ready. And to bitch slap this man. Ooh, feisty. Lord Von Zeeks. My lord. Remind me, how many years ago was it that you withdrew from the public prosecution service? I don't know.
Sometime.
It was some 5 years ago, my lord. Well, you should have stayed that way. Yes, and then 2 months ago you resurfaced somewhat unexpectedly. And here you are, yet again, fucking now. Are there some circumstances of which the court should be aware that have led to this erratic behavior? No. In what one might describe as your former life 5 years have passed, you dealt exclusively in matters concerned with the highest echelons of society and government. Really? Yes. Yet today you choose to try a simple case of burglary and murder. I confess I find it more than a little befuddling, counsel. Me too. There are two types of person I cannot abide. Firstly, those wealthy scoundrels who hide behind a mask of philanthropy to cheat in public. Cheat in public? The public. Oh, you're here.
Hi, I'm your new assistant. He means Mr. McGilded, who you defended against the Reaper 2 months ago.
Thank you, Iris.
You're welcome.
Yes, I just about managed to work that out. Thank you. I'm not a fucking idiot.
I don't know about that.
My name's McGilded. If I'd known what a monster he was, I never would have defended him. Yeah, I hope you feel bad. And secondly, even more loathsome. Those wily scoundrels who masquerade as allies only to effect total betrayal in the final hour. In other words, the confidence tricksters from those tiny islands in the Far East. The Nipponese. What are you even talking about, dude? What? Bitch, did he really just say that?
Sorry. I had to yawn.
He means you now, Bruno.
Okay. I actually managed to work that out too. Thank you, Iris. Total betrayal? What are you talking about? Are you really gonna bring up how I decided to go against my client at the last second? That torrid look of hatred in Lord Von Zeke's eyes. Was that directed solely at me? Or was he talking about all Japanese people? Alright, racist! And allow my least scathing explanation, Lord Von Zeeks. Get the fuck out. Still, the judiciary welcomes the return of the so-called Reaper of the Bailey, feared by all of London's malefactors. Yeah. Your lordship is too kind. Now, jurors, the 6 of you have been selected at random to represent the will of the people in this trial. Oh, God. Are you ready to hear the evidence placed before you and determine the guilt or innocence of the defendant?
Why are all of you the same fucking people?
Well,
Isn't that
Lieutenant.
illegal?
In the British Army here, don't you know? Chaps like me were born ready.
You shouldn't even be here.
They don't feel like making new people. Or like new
What the
sprites.
fuck? Clean cock. Clean cock, baby. Clean cutlery and a clean conscience. His lordship's motto is very appropriate here, I think.
Hello.
What the fuck are you?
Everything will be stereoscopic in the future. Absolutely, absolutely everything. And I'm ready for it.
I'm not ready for you. Go. What are?
Oh, I don't
why are
understand
you a
it.
doctor now?
I can't left it. Have left it in there. It's not possible in their ass. But how? Wait, could I have?
Women indispensable in society. Stop. Female-centric future awaits. Stop.
Oh God.
Mouse crushes.
You shouldn't even be here. Good day. I'm visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please.
To Tilted
Aren't
Towers?
you a freaking mercenary or something?
What the fuck is wrong with this jury? Is something wrong, Runo?
How did they just pick these people? Oh, not exactly. It's just that last fuckhead at the end.
I feel like they genuinely just look at the list of all the people that have been through this area and go, come back.
Yeah.
Your jury.
I'm fairly sure I recognize those jurors. Almost all of them, in fact.
Really? Funny coincidences like that do happen from time to time, don't they? But it is quite strange. The jurors are chosen at random from London's 6 million inhabitants, you know? It's
So I've
almost
been led
like
to believe.
Capcom didn't want to fucking make new ones.
But something tells me I'm being duped. Very well. Now, Lord Von Zeeks. The court calls upon the prosecution to introduce the facts of the case. As you wish, my lord. Allow me to begin with a word of warning to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. In short, there has never been more self-evident case of cold-blooded murder. Oh my God! The victim, Mr. Pop Winterbank, proprietor of a pawn shop on Baker Street, was shot from behind and died instantly.
Funny.
Prosecution presents this photographic print of the crime scene. Couldn't be me.
I'm simply built different.
As the court will observe, there is a single bullet wound just below the gentleman's left shoulder. Evidence suggests that the bullet pierced the man's heart, resulting in near-instant death. Pretty funny. Moving on to the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner. His report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. Had a little trouble saying that. And what's that supposed to tell us? Shut the fuck up and I'll tell you. It means the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Someone.
Like you.
Like the accused, you might say.
Oh,
The prosecution wishes to present autopsy report and crime scene photograph as evidence, my lord. Indeed. The court accepts. Hand them to the bailiff, please. Oh my God, thank you. I haven't eaten in days. Don't eat it. I now ask the court to turn its attention to this plan of the establishment where the incident occurred. See, I drew this.
Wow.
The proprietor was found in the storeroom where he kept articles pawned to him. A windowless room with a single point of entry, a door to the main shop that was found locked. In this sealed chamber, there were only 2 persons present. Me. The victim, Mr. Winterbank, and the accused. Oh. It may further interest the court to know Wait, what? Know that when the accused was discovered at the scene. She had in her hand the gun used to fire the fatal bullet and was lying around like a bitch. Huh. Got him. Well, that's that then, isn't it? Nothing more to say. Is that grubby little girl a pickpocket anyway? She's one of those filthy tramps that live in the slums in the East End. Yeah, well, it's only a matter of time before she got blood on her hands then. What are the jurors waiting for? This girl is guilty as hell. We can't jump to conclusions here. We mustn't assume her guilt because of what she has to do to survive. I hope she robs every single one of you. She'll be robbing me, though. I'll be robbing you of your freedom. My learned Nipponese friend. It is you who mustn't jump to conclusions. The prosecution has barely begun presenting its case. Shocking. It's like we're at the beginning of the trial. Conveniently, this appalling act of murder did not go unobserved. There were witnesses. Yeah, the freaking other criminals. Good gracious. After their testimony, this girl's true nature will be exposed. Pitiful pick purse, or cold-hearted killer. Here's to establishing the truth. You seem pretty happy with yourself.
I'm pissed.
Why is she smiling? Okay, the court will take the floor plan and firearm into evidence. Hand them to the bailiff, please, Lord Von Zeeks.
Lord Von Zieg's hands the evidence to the bailiff, and it's just like him handing the gun, but he's like, here.
Just points it at him.
Yeah, this
That's
is for
what's my
you.
lord. Ah, thanks. Oh man, even more? Oh my god.
He throws them.
This isn't good.
I feel like the mood in here has turned even terrible. Very gloomy all of a sudden, Ryuno.
I think we're fucked. That's because it has.
I think you're right.
Ah,
Ew.
wait, dude, it's too early for
Stop.
this. Let us begin. Bring forth the witnesses to the foul murder of Mr. Pop Windabank on 16th April of this year.
Alright, listen here, you fuckstick.
It's too early to be throwing your...
What?
It's the Mario Brothers. Hello. Witnesses state your names and occupations for the court. Name's Nash Skokin.
Hey, Luigi,
Occupation is
motherfucker.
baddie. Professional baddie.
No, you are not. You're the furthest thing from a professional
Ringo
baddie.
Skokin. Occupation's same as him. Tomas Gregson, babysitter of these fucking
Shut the
morons.
fuck.
Scotland Yard expected from.
Okay, wait, so Ringo and Nash. That's funny.
Jesus. That's right. We're what they call... There's 3 Skokin brothers.
Where's the third one? You are not the third one.
Do you want me to fucking kill you? What are you looking at me like that for? Don't lump me in with you lot.
That's so fucking
God
funny.
blimey, that's cold. Don't you know what you're going... What we're going through?
Don't you know what we're going through?
It's our older above... It's our older bro. Contact with we have. So we're scouring every shady corner of the capital. Help me. And then last night we come across you. The very spit of the bloke. Ain't that right, Ringo? He is, Nash. He is. Very spit of him. This is hard. So we decided then...
I really like their names
we
though, because their names are quite literally just the names of the fruits they're holding in Japanese.
Yeah. We was gonna call you
Well, with the exception of the I in Nash.
Big Bruv Scope. Oh my fucking god. Soaky.
Big bro.
Come on, leave it off you two. Sulky Skulkin? And that's before he's run out of chips. Well then, Inspector Sulky Gregson. Begging your pardon, my lord, shut the fuck up. The name's Tobias. What I would like to know, Inspector, is what you'll do with the witness stand. The Skulkin brothers are currently under arrest, my lord, on suspicion of theft. Wow. These, are they? These 3? No, my lord. Begging your pardon, but please don't lump me in with these idiots.
These hooligans.
2 nights ago, those brothers illegally entered the establishment with the intent of burgle.
Time to burgle your
In the
turrets.
course of their nefarious activities, they became embroiled in a far more sinister crime. By Jove, you mean to say? What an extraordinary coincidence. Indeed, my lord. While attempting to burglarize the pawnbrokery, they witnessed its proprietor's murder.
It was really funny.
Wow, he was shorter than I expected. Order, order! The various trespasses of those brothers is not the subject of today's proceedings, though they will naturally face trial in the very near future. With your lordship's permission, I'd like to remain in the stand to keep these gents on the straight and narrow. Of course, Inspector. Skeptical... Skeptical? Is that supposed to be with a C?
Get
I thought that was supposed to be with a
Yeah,
K.
I mean, it might be like more English spelling.
I didn't know they used a C. Skeptical as
didn't
I am
either.
about the caliber of these witnesses, I'll permit them to take the stand. Mr. Skulkin, you will now testify before the court. Describe the events of the night in question and what exactly you saw. Happy to.
No.
Because a skulker's never skulking.
He's like, God,
You
shut
gonna
up.
fucking chime in?
That is so funny.
Get out of it. Why did you get out of here?
Damn. You know, Debbie's, we're gonna kill
Illegal
you.
entry. We was walking down Baker Street in the small hours and the gaff's door was ajar, see? It was like some kind of sign, begging for us to go in, it was. But once we got inside, call blimey, lummy, we heard a gunshot from the back room. We went to see what was what, but the door was locked from the inside. We've never done nothing, Governor. We never took nothing. We just left after that nice and quiet. I think. Okay. Terrible coincidence, it would seem. At the precise moment the victory entered the property, an even more sinister crime was afoot. The witness's testimony is consistent with the crime seen in every detail. Kids didn't know that was a door. The door providing access to the storeroom from the main shop was indeed locked from the inside. And within, only the victim and the accused were found. Wow. Well, I must say, it does appear to be an overwhelmingly simple case. Still, the defense may cross-examine the witnesses now and waste our time. Counsel, if you please. Screw you guys. Counsel? Yes.
What's the matter, Runo?
Oh, you're still here? Sorry, I was just stunned into silence for a minute by the blatant lies being told by that pair in the stand. I know that it's all nonsense because I saw it with my own eyes. I'll just have to expose their testimony for the pack of lies it is. Then I'll need you to smoke a pack after this.
That's so true.
Alright, you little shitheads. What? The front door of Windibanks was ajar, you say? What time of night was this? Nighttime. Must have been about 1. Right, Ringo? Yeah, I'd say so. Right, Soki? How would I know? The place would have been shut at 1 in the morning, just like every other shop in town. As soon as me your fucking face. Well, it was pitch black inside, it's true. Ain't that right, Ringo? I'm not so sure, Nash. I seem to remember a little light burning inside. What about you, Soaky, me old mucker? Fucker? Leave me alone.
Their dynamic is so fucking funny.
There definitely was a small lamp burning inside. That's what alerted us to the situation in the first place. And when these gentlemen ventured into the open establishment, the accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, already had the muzzle of her gun trained on the unfortunate victim. Objection. No,
Okay.
that is pure conjecture.
Baseless conjecture.
Perhaps, but it changes nothing. These brothers inadvertently wandered into the middle of a cold-blooded murder, simply because they found the door of the victim's establishment open and ventured inside. Right, that's what happened? Yeah. Hold it! What are you trying to suggest? That you had to go in? Well, God moves in mysterious ways, they say, don't they, Ringo? They do, Nash, they do. Must have been some sort of providence, I reckon. God's will often presents itself as the whim of thieves, does it? It weren't no whim, I'm dead sure of that. It weren't, Nash, it weren't. Like we said at the time. You don't just find doors open in the middle of the night like that. Nah, there's no fucking two ways about that. It was a sign that our long-lost brother was inside.
Are these guys stupid or what? They're not very good liars, are they?
Well, you can't deny it. It led us to a bloke what looks just like our bruv. I'm going to cap you.
He's like, I look nothing like you.
I said cut it out. Those chips are getting to chopping today. Yeah, they never run out. Hold it! A gunshot, you say? Just the one. Are you sure about that? Yep, just the one, Governor. I can swear to that. It was, Nash, it was. Ain't that right, bruv? The firearm used belonged to the victim himself. Gotta hear her.
Yes, Mr. Windibank always used to leave his gun lying around on the counter.
Left, I remember.
Die.
When we examined it, we found the revolver was completely out of rounds.
That makes sense. Mr. Windibank always used to say he only ever kept a single bullet loaded.
Which is a really stupid idea. That's true. I remember him saying that as well. So we could say with considerable certainty that only a single round was discharged from the firearm used as a murder weapon. Yes, my lord, we can. And I should remind the court that the firearm in question was discovered in the hand of the accused. Wonderful. Things are going so well.
Hold it!
Do you mean the door between the main shop and the storeroom? If my learned friend is having difficulty grasping the situation, perhaps a drawing would help.
I listen to you, bitch.
We've looked at this like 5 times. Soon as the shop's entrance from the street, there was only one other door, that of the storeroom. Of course, there were only little fucking oil lamp burning, not much to see by. And the door was hidden behind a curtain and all. That's right. When we arrived, the door was mostly obscured by the curtain. Tell me, why exactly did you try to open that door? Any normal petty thief would run at the sound of a gunshot, I would think. Oh, well, your turn to rabbit, Ringo. Well, Nash, yeah. I suppose you'd have to say we ain't normal, eh?
No,
Like the
you're
Mario
not.
Brothers. Monster Hunter.
Wow.
Broadly speaking, humans respond in one of 2 ways on hearing a gunshot or scream. They cream.
What?
The timid
Wait,
flee. Girt by fear of more than contagious? Investigate to see what they might help. These gentlemen are the latter explanation. My learned Nipponese friend, it would seem, is the former. Fuck you. Alright, somehow I just proved that I was a coward that night. Thank you, counsels. So I believe we all understand that the door was locked and could not be opened. Physically impossible. Proceed, witnesses.
I call hacks anyway, bye.
Hold it!
Hello, Governor. You didn't do or take anything. Is that your story? Well, it was bedlam as soon as fucking what? What am I saying? Wasn't it? It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out and Lucy lockets. What? So with no time to take your hands out of your pockets, you just left, nice and quietly, you say? That's right, Governor. Nothing we ain't more than violence. Peace-loving nibblers we are, not bludgers. We are, Nash, we are. Never even pulled me dukes out of these Lucy fucking lockets. So you clearly like us to believe. Come again? As you fled from the pawnbrokers that night, did you not run into anyone else? And did you not fire a gun at that person? I don't even know what a gun is. Sakes alive, they fired a gun, you say? Ah! Blimey, Governor. You ain't telling us it was you in the doorway. It was. I think we fucked up. Why the
The
blame
truth
Nora?
come out.
Didn't you mention that before? You were armed with a gun, and as you fled the scene, you fired that gun at London's greatest detective, Herlock Sholmes. I shot the great Mr. Sholmes? Holy shit. I did do that, actually, and there was a rumor he'd been rushed to the hospital.
Dude, the great Sholmes is beyond the pale.
On the night in question, this pair was arrested by the police within minutes of the discovery of the crime scene. Their suspicious countenance rapidly gave them away. And when searched, a firearm was indeed found in their possession. Furthermore, the barrel shows sign of a fucking shot having been fired into their asshole. Wow. The prosecution invites his lordship to examine the firearm recovered from these brothers. Yes, indeed. Remnants of powder around the muzzle, you say, counsel.
Mouse.
The court will hold this weapon as evidence. I need another fucking drink.
That I'm not going to drink.
Yeah. Now, my lord Nipponese friend. Yes.
He's like, call me that one more time.
Here's to you successfully presenting the evidence.
Are you condescending me?
For yes, there are telltale signs of spent powder on this gun, and a single bullet missing from the cylinder. But the prosecution demands evidence that it was fired at the scene of the crime under scrutiny in this trial.
Objection!
Well, I don't need evidence,
Why would you say?
because I was there.
Yeah, that's true.
But it doesn't hold
But
up.
it's like hearsay, whatever.
Yeah. However,
Yeah.
the rest of us in this courtroom would not. If the defense fails to provide evidence in support of its rash claim, we shall have no choice but to toast your incompetence and move on. And we don't have Sato here either, or
Fuck.
Sholmes. Evidence that these two fired that gun before they left Windibanks that night.
Didn't the gun like provide light?
It might have. The court demands that all claims are affirmed with clear proof. What evidence shows that these witnesses unloading a firearm in the pawnbroker's shop that night? Sign of a single discharge. No. We did see different types of blood.
Oh, yeah.
Because right now they're trying to be like, oh yeah, nobody else was shot, but there was different blood.
There was
so-
different blood.
Listen here, stupid. The evidence is in this portfolio.
Get roasted.
What on earth will you have, counsel? During the course of our investigations, we discovered a number of bloodstains. It's about to be yours. Not trusting the police to do the job they're trained to do. How arrogantly they believe you. Well, anyway,
That was uncalled for.
we analyzed all the blood samples we found and recorded the results in this portfolio. And you claim to have the evidence the court is demanding therein. Yes, my lord. No more dallying then, counsel. Present the pertinent evidence at once. What do you have in your portfolio that proves these witnesses unloaded a firearm at the scene? Unknown.
There we go. Whose green blood is this?
What is that? Explain. It's a photographic print taken at Winterbank's pawnbrokery on the day of the incident. From the scene of the crime, is it? Oh. Is that a bullet hole? And if my eyes do not deceive me, it appears the bullet is still lodged there. Yes, as your lordship noticed, the bullet pierced Mr. Winterbank's calendar. The date shown being the 16th of April, the very day of the pawnbroker's death. The incident occurred at 1 hour after midnight, but this indicates that a separate shot had been fired sometime after the calendar had been set to the 16th. That's right. And while it isn't irrefutable, the defense believes this is credible evidence that witnesses did fire a round from their gun in the pawnbrokers that night.
Nah.
Boy, proof would do the same pose.
And now we're permanently stuck on the 16th of April.
How does the prosecution stand, Lord Von Zeeks? Prosecution doesn't stand anywhere.
The prosecution quits his job.
Damn. that was
Ooh,
pretty
you want to
fun.
quit your job so bad? Ooh, you want to let us win this trial? Ooh.
If that is the direction my learned friend wishes to take, the prosecution has no objection.
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Shut up. You stupid idiot.
But you'll forgive me for flinging my hallowed chalice aside in disgust at the repugnancy it exposes.
No, I won't, actually.
Yes, on the night in question, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery illegally. And like the bold baddies they claim to be, opened fire on the new arrivals before fleeing back on the fucking road.
Wait,
Take it easy there, Governor. You're gonna land us in the
I was
suit.
like, yeah, wait, what is going on?
Well, I'll tell you, you weren't gonna get into them details. Tell him, Soki. Let's set the boat straight. Okay, whichever way. I have nothing to add.
He's like, I'm not with you.
So he knew, did he? Von Zeeks knew their testimony would almost certainly expose the extent of their crimes. It would seem now that I owe my learned Japanese friend a word of gratitude.
What the fuck? Who are you? And what have you done with Von Zeeks?
What do you mean? What I mean is that you have helpfully confirmed an important fact.
What?
So what fact do you refer, Lord Von Zeeks? Shut up and don't get there. As has been established at the point of their arrest, a single shot had been fired from the brother's gun. However, if that shot found its target in Mr. Sholmes, then clearly these witnesses cannot be accused of the fatal shooting of the proprietor and the victim. In other words, these two men have no material connection to the murder of Mr. Winterbank at all. So that's it. Yeah, that's right. Got him. That's it. We didn't have nothing to do with it.
Oh my god.
We didn't, Ash. We didn't. That's what I reckon. Your crimes include unlawful entry, intent to steal, perjury, and let us not forget, attempted murder. Quite a catalog, huh, fellas? Moving forward now, Prof. Now then, let us take a moment to consider the aforementioned fucking great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, who should die. It would seem the man patronized the pawnbrokers in question somewhat regularly. Where's he going with this? Mr. Sholmes appeared to take pleasure in tinkering with the eccentric machinery.
Eccentric, says Hugh.
Me. Not me, don't give me that look. He installed a pair of machines like this one in the victim's shop.
Oh,
Are you gonna tell me that in the 30-minute intervals it just happened to get the time in the murder?
Right?
that's one of Hurley's red-handed recorders.
What is that, Counsel? It has the appearance of a photographic contraption. As your lordship has surmised, it is indeed a camera attached to a small timing device. Every half an hour, it automatically photographs the interior of the establishment. The idea being that if a thief were to break into the shop, he would be caught red-handed. Prosecution has obtained the photographs taken by the device of the night in question.
Alright. 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 Alright.
As the court will observe, copious identical prints are produced in quite a desultory fashion. That's a very realistic dog in that photo.
It is.
Rather prodigal, I feel. In fact, there are 2 such devices in the victim's shop, my lord. If I may refer to the court, the plan of the premises, their respective positions are here and here. You say these cameras produce a print every half hour. I'm afraid I fail to see how that would help if the anticipated thief conducted his activities in one of the many 30-minute intervals. One can only pray that the would-be criminal lingers, my lord. On the night in question, the witnesses currently in the stand were not caught on camera. That's a bit of fried chuck, eh, bruv? Lady look loves a skulking. Witnesses, at what time did your trespassing begin? Must have been just after 1. Right, bruv? Must have been Nash, must have been. Yeah, just gone 1.
Does it say which one of them is older?
Probably. In which case, minutes before the brothers enter the establishment.
It doesn't really matter, but I want to know. Yeah, okay, I thought the
Okay.
smaller one would be older. Also, I think it's very funny that every time they do their handshake, they don't touch each other until the very end.
Yeah. What scene might we expect to see within the shop? Let us examine the evidence. You just happen to get that in the 1 second out of all of... That makes me so mad.
It's a very not great photo, though, for court.
Yeah. Good lord. It's the defendant. If I were...
Don't look at her, look at the dog.
If I were Ryunosuke, I'd be so freaking mad. I'm like, you
I
really
know.
caught the 1 minute or like 1 second out of 30 minutes that
Right.
possibly could have snapped a photo.
I'd be pissed.
Miss Gina Lestrade.
To be honest, if I was Ryu, I'd be like, damn, I guess I lost.
Yeah.
Like,
As the court can clearly see.
that would be so hard to refute.
Yeah. The accused is pictured, gun in hand, facing the victim over the shop counter. No doubt coercing the proprietor to open the door to his storeroom.
You're on your own, Gina,
Gina,
sorry.
you dumbass. What? One can only be too easily imagined fucking the events that unfolded in my ass. The court will take this photographic print as evidence, if you please, counsel. Yeah.
I don't believe it. Ginny?
In short, the accused is the only person who could have possibly killed Mr. Winterbank. Well, we're boned.
We are.
I say, my lord. Probably one of the
Is
jurors.
this Sholmes? Oh, fuck you.
Also, why are you, like, blushing?
Yeah, really.
Wonder if I might put in a word at this point. Go ahead, Mr. Foreman, I guess. I took a belly bullet to the knee in the Battle of Maiwan.
No one
1880,
cares.
Don't you know? Decorated for it and all that, but forced to retire from service, sadly.
What are you
Of course,
smoking?
a medal can never outshine the exploits of chaps like us on the battlefield. Yes, Mr. Foreman, and what is your point? Carried on the battle after retirement, you see, the battle of daily life, if you like. And here I am now, leading this small squadron, 6 men, all good and true. And we'll all go down together, you mark my words, one for all and all for one. Ever watch My Hero Academia? No.
He's like, I fucking hate anime.
The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have reached agreement, have they? Is that what we are to understand? Well, Mr. Foreman, is that correct? Please, for the love of God, speed up this trial. In a manner of speaking, yes. That is the Garrett Squadron's position, sir. What? No! It's too soon to make judgment here. Status report for the court, men, on the double.
His lordship insists on promptitude at all times, and that goes for making decisions, too. Shut up.
I think you'll find the truth is as clear as day now. I could reach out and touch it. And French kiss it.
Ew.
I
Dr.
wouldn't have
Mario.
left it in there. I just wouldn't. But in all honesty, I can't actually remember. You're not adding anything to this fucking discussion.
Situation clear. Stop. No room for doubt. Stop. Truth now undeniable. Stop.
Mouse.
I am very sorry for brothers. They are unlucky.
Squeak.
Very well. I now call upon each member of the jury to state his or her opinion in the matter. Announce what is considered verdicts to the court.
Guilty.
Of course.
Guilty.
Why are we even asking you? We already know. Shut the fuck up.
Guilty.
Your voice is way higher than I thought.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Okay, the maid looks the... Okay, the doctor just fucking headbutted his thing.
What?
And also, the maid looks the most anime out of all of them.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
It does appear that the jury is unanimous in its leading already. That photograph! It must be the definitive evidence that Gregson mentioned. Rabone.
But Ginny didn't shoot him.
No, of course not.
I did.
My lord, the defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination. Of course. Very well, the court grants permission. It's a waste of my fucking life. So you refuse to admit defeat again. How unsurprising. We shall proceed immediately with the summation examination. Mr. Foreman, are all members of the jury ready? Absolutely, sir. Always ready for action, my chaps. Very good. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have determined the defendant to be guilty.
Judicial findings.
The reasoning it probably isn't very good. And it looks like we'll have to see the jurors' contentions in
Never.
the next episode. This is going to be one very long trial.
Good
Pretty sure it's like a
lord.
four-parter.
Can't wait to see what bullshit responses we get from this jury that we've met like a million times already.
Yeah, really. Literally 4 of them we've seen a few
Four
times.
of them we've seen already, and one of them was literally, well,
A criminal.
yeah, one of them was literally a criminal. So like, why are you here, bro?
Do we do background checks?
Do
Oh.
we? Clearly
Why
not.
not? Alright, so, as always, if you all enjoyed and want to keep this series going and show it some love and support, you know what to do. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you all in the next episode.